10 topics, 10 minutes for the week of May 12th, where we break down the biggest stories of the week in 60 seconds or less. Topic number 1, Bennifer is back. Ben Affleck and J-Lo were seen together in Yellowstone National Park in Montana just 2 weeks after being spotted together in the Dominican Republic. So safe to say that their love has been rekindled. Myself, I am more of a J-Lo and Puffy kind of guy. Puff Daddy and J-Lo to me were the pinnacle of celebrity couples. But if I can't have them, I'll take Bennifer. Think about it. When they broke up, J-Lo went with A-Rod, and she became like this nerdy, weird couple, and Ben Affleck's got his dragon tattoo on his back, and he's spilling his Dunkin' Donuts. These two need each other. They've been separated for like 15, 20 years, and they still got that itch for each other. Reports said that Ben Affleck started emailing her like during the winter, like writing love letters to her saying how much he missed her. So we all thought that this materialized quickly. Turns out it's been in the works for a little while. So he breaks up with Ana de Armas. She breaks up with A-Rod. And what do you know? They're back together, and they're doing that perfect thing where you're a couple who gets back together and ignores all the red flags, and you just fuck each other and have fun. Enjoy it, Bennifer. Topic number 2, Matthew Perry. Chandler Bing, he got exposed on TikTok after matching with a girl on Raya. She was 19 years old. He ended up matching with her and having like a FaceTime. She then posted the video of them chatting on TikTok, and everyone's kind of freaking out, calling Matthew Perry like a predator and saying there's some problem with it. Like, pump the brakes. This girl is legal. They matched together on a dating app. She was consensual and involved. She decided to just put him on blast on social media, and that fucking sucks, especially with Raya, especially when you take the right steps. Raya is supposed to be the dating app for people who are famous and people who want discretion, so he's doing everything right. Yeah, that's a pretty fucking big age gap. I'm not gonna lie, that's a little weird. But if everything's legal and consensual and you're doing it on the app that's supposed to be discreet, then what more can Matthew Perry do? Now, that's a separate issue from him laying in bed, chatting with her, asking her if she always twirls her hair. I mean, could you be any more awkward, Matthew Perry? Topic number 3, Tim Tebow is back in the NFL. This is not a report from like 2012. This is not a comeback in 2013. It is the year of our Lord 2021, and Tim Tebow is back in the NFL with the Jacksonville Jags as a tight end. What they wanted him to do all along, before he went and became a commentator, before he went and tried to be a member of the New York goddamn Mets, he was asked to be a tight end in the NFL, finally coming around on it just like 10 years late. I don't know what the fuck the Jacksonville Jags are doing. I don't know if this is an Urban Meyer thing. I don't know if he owes them a favor from back in Florida. I don't know if this is just a publicity stunt, if he's actually going to make the team. But all I know is that if I was starting a new era with Trevor Lawrence and turning the page and starting with a franchise quarterback to go win a title and turn the keys over to him, bringing Tim Tebow in the mix is not the move. You're going to have the media circus, you're going to have the religious freaks, and you're going to have a shitty tight end on your team for your new franchise quarterback. Topic number 4, Leonardo DiCaprio on the set of his new movie, Killers of the Flower Moon. Now, the New York Post tweeted out a screenshot of Leo saying he's unrecognizable. This picture right here of Leonardo DiCaprio. It's the most recognizable I think I've ever seen Leonardo DiCaprio, because that's just what he looks like. Maybe a little bit older, he's got some bags under his eyes, his skin's looking a little old, because that's what Leo is now. He's like a 45-year-old guy who's been partying and fucking chicks on a yacht for the last 2 decades. That is what Leo looks like. You want to throw around the term unrecognizable, you're talking Charlize Theron in Monster. You're talking Pedro Pascal in Wonder Woman 84. That, he's not even wearing any makeup or anything. That's just Leo's face. I almost think that this was done on purpose. I think Leo's people told the New York Post to do this because now he's a meme. Now the internet's running wild with it. Now we're getting traction. Now I know that he's in a movie called Killers of the Flower Sun. So mission accomplished. No such thing as bad publicity. That's Leo. He's recognizable. Topic number 5, Bob Baffert's in all sorts of trouble in horse racing because the winner of the Kentucky Derby, his horse Medina Spirit, just got popped for PEDs. Now, it's an anti-inflammatory that horses are allowed to be injected with. The only thing is that you got to stop 2 weeks before you run the race. So he didn't fit the right time frame, and now he's been vacated, and Medina Spirit doesn't win the Kentucky Derby. Now there's no Triple Crown threat. Kind of fucks over all of horse racing, and Bob Baffert has been under the microscope for all sorts of weird practices and shady PEDs in the past, getting caught once again. Now the real story, though, is Baffert's excuses. He's going with the horse ate some hay that another horse had peed on, and that's why he got the PEDs in him. And my personal favorite, that this is a new example of cancel culture. Bob Baffert said, yeah, this is just like cancel culture because we live in a different America. No, Bob. This is not cancel culture. It's just you cheating with a horse again, dude. Topic number 6. Sad news from John Mulaney as he's announced that he's divorcing from his wife of 5 years, fresh out of rehab. He's been married for 5 years, together with her for 10, and it was a real gut-wrenching moment when she released a statement saying that she's absolutely heartbroken that John has decided to end their marriage. Now, no kids together, so you hope that makes this as easy as possible, but still, just a truly sad moment when you see her words and you know that he clearly wanted to break up with her, but being fresh out of rehab after falling off the wagon in COVID, it seems like a guy who's doing what he's got to do to stay sober and stay on track, and you can't knock that. He's back on his feet already. He's sold out 5 shows in Manhattan already. 5 comedy shows sold out in less than a day. So everybody who's a fan of his is happy to see him back doing his work. But on a personal front, it's got to be tough. The one burning question everybody's asking, though, is who gets Petunia? Everybody loves that little dog. Does it go with John? Does it go with her? I'm heartbroken. Topic number 7, more breakup news as Seth Rogen and James Franco have kind of had like a friend divorce. Seth Rogen announced that he will no longer be doing any work with James Franco after Franco came under fire with some Me Too allegations that were really grimy. He was talking about having girls come on and audition for him where they would do like sex scenes and just a real like abuse of power that we saw running rampant in Hollywood in a classic Me Too case. Seth Rogen said, just because the guy is my friend doesn't mean I'm going to just blindly ignore any accusations of abuse, which I think is one of the more admirable things we've heard throughout this entire Me Too era. Seth Rogen, stand-up guy, killing it in the weed game, killing it in the pottery game, an all-time movie star legend, and now clearly just being a stand-up guy, not necessarily turning a blind eye to victims and any inappropriate behavior just because you roll with the guy. It's sad from a fan point of view because those guys make unbelievable work together, but some things are more important than funny comedies. Topic number 8, more depressing news as my childhood is basically ruined. Kenny Mayne is leaving ESPN. One of the original OG hysterical SportsCenter anchors. It's pretty much official. There's like nobody left from the old guard when I was growing up. Kenny Mayne had the most electric catchphrases. I am king of the diamond. Bring me all the finest meats and cheeses available. Or that classic smooth, it's never iffy if it's griffy. They don't make them like they used to. The mothership now, no personality, no memorable characters, no duos with chemistry. It used to be one of the most electric things on TV, and now it's a bunch of rotating cast members. And Kenny Mayne tweeting out that it's a cap casualty, that this is just a money issue, man. Come on. Everyone else, you're just plugging people in. It's just a rotating cast of people we don't know, and you can't pony up some money for Kenny Mayne? Come on. He's an absolute legend of the game. Pay him his money. Topic number 9. Saturday night, Canelo Alvarez won his fight against Billy Joe Saunders, and in the days after the fight, we learned it was because of a quadrupod fracture to his orbital bones, aka his whole fucking face was broken. Canelo Alvarez caved the dude's face in. Now, Billy Joe Saunders' comments before the fight, he said he would have to die before he threw in the towel. He was criticizing other fighters in the past who gave up. But when you got your whole fucking face broken and you got to go back out there and let Canelo Alvarez continue to hit you, I mean, I don't know. I know these guys are gladiators, but there's no shame in that game throwing in the towel when a dude has literally broken your face. Plus, not to mention, this fight was over from the jump. Those entrances, oh my God. I don't know what Billy Joe was thinking with that song he came out to. But Canelo with the mariachi band and the robe and the teal gloves and the song and that entrance, most electric thing I've seen in fighting in years. That fight was over before it started. Final topic of the day, we got a New York City public school teacher fired after she was caught sucking her boyfriend's nipple on a Zoom camera during class. From the Columbia Secondary School, grades 6 through 12. She didn't know her camera was on. You see her boyfriend walk up. She kind of looks around. She doesn't realize she's on camera. She turns and just starts sucking on that nipple, man. So it looks like Professora Fletcher trying to teach Spanish. All of a sudden, we were doing a little bit of sex ed. I mean, you can't even imagine what these kids are learning on Zoom classes these days. The amount of people who have fucked up. We got the CNN guy who got caught jerking off. We got the teacher who's sucking nipples. We got people forgetting their cameras are on left and right. You're probably learning all sorts of things as a 13, 14, 15-year-old kid. Like, Mommy, Daddy, why was my Spanish teacher sucking some dude's nipple? Well, honey, it's a little something called foreplay. It's a little something called erogenous erotic zones that get you going. I mean, Jiminy fucking cricket. Where was that when I was a kid?